2-3 out there doing his extensive warm-up and, a million high knees he does before practice. It was great seeing him. Offensive player of the year. So really could probably put him in any offense. It's going to make him better. So, obviously our offense is kind of tailor-made to him and some of his strengths. So definitely going to be a tremendous lift for us.
Total difference in the red zone. He is the difference. So they're going to go on a nice little streak here. They are. Rams, keep your eye on the Rams and the 49ers seizing control of that division.
Rams, huh?
Yeah, you've been anti-Rams.
I'm not anti-Rams.
Do you know McVay's coming on the show this week? He knows one of us is fair and reasonable.
Not anti-Rams.
One of us is fair and balanced.
That is. By the way, you see the pipes on McCaffrey there? It looks like he's been working out heavily. Oh, my gosh.
Like a gun show.
So you think the Lions are a little nervous about this?
No, because they just went and got a defensive end today.
Christian McCaffrey, AD. Come on, dude.
I don't think
scary.
the Lions are nervous. I think that offensive line, they're not nervous anything.
That's a fair point. The offensive line is formidable.
They're bullies. They're the most physical team in the league up front.
Kind of wore down the fourth quarter last year, the NFC Championship game, though.
We'll see.
Well, Brock Purdy.
Here come the Niners and Rams, baby. And there go the Bears and the Seahawks and the Cowboys down the toilet.
Hold up. The Bucs are only -6 at Tampa? Is that right? Yeah, that feels light. I have to, during the commercial break. I was thinking I'd take a mental health day tomorrow, just, because I've never done that before.
I'm exhausted. But Brady's coming on the show tomorrow. Tom Brady.
I'll be here.
Okay.
Wait. All right. Let's talk about the 49ers. What are we going to talk about? Tom Brady coming on the show? Okay. It's shocking to me that people think that adding Christian McCaffrey isn't going to have that big of an impact. I was talking to people in the comment section, and because I was saying, the 49ers are going to be legit. 49ers, look out for the 49ers. And people are like, the 49ers aren't really that good. Not too much to worry about with them. And it's like, we really do have recency bias. Like, I know that exists to a degree for everyone. And I know I understand why media does it, right? Like, back before I was ever doing this channel or anything like that, or really interacting with people in the comment section and stuff, I would always see recency bias on TV, and I got it because you're just it's like when you're watching a football game live, right? If a team is up, let's just use two completely random teams, right? The Jaguars and the Titans. I'm using two random teams so no one can talk about them. The Jaguars and the Titans. And the Jaguars are winning by 10, and they just go on and on and on about how great Trevor Lawrence is, and this Jags team is rolling, and oh my God, if they can sustain this, they can really go on a run here, right? Now later in the game, the Titans make a comeback. And now it's like, this Titans team, they've just been so relentless all year, right? They just never give up. This team has so much fight in them. And this Jags team, they just can't hold on to a lead. This has been their fatal flaw throughout the season. And it's just, whatever is happening most recent, that's what they double down and emphasize. And you can see them do that on all the TV shows and stuff like that, right? One team gets a big win and they're like, oh my God, who's stopping them? And then they lose and it's like, oh my God, this team, they just can't win. They have so many problems. So-and-so needs to be fired. This quarterback needs to be benched. And it's just, they need to trade everyone. And it's just such a disaster with that. But I get why the media does it, because it's just like, it's momentum, it's energy, it's whatever happened most recently. It's like easier to understand, I guess, and it's just hype, right? It's just like whatever people are talking about in this moment, that's what people are gonna watch and and drive ratings and stuff. But when fans go there, I struggle with it a little bit more. Like this idea that the 49ers are suddenly not a great team, or that Shanahan is suddenly not a great coach, or that Christian McCaffrey is suddenly not going to be that dude. Like, he's suddenly not going to be an absolute beast. Do you think the Philadelphia Eagles are significantly better with Saquon Barkley? Do you think that? Do you think if they remove Saquon Barkley and put another running back who was still pretty decent and who's still getting the job done pretty well, do you think that would not have a massive impact on the Philadelphia Eagles? The answer is obviously yes, right? And Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey are very similar in that regard of the impact that they can have on their team and the things that they could do. Adding Christian McCaffrey back to the 49ers instantly makes every single player and coaching member better. Instantly. It makes Brock Purdy better. It makes the O-line better. It makes the defense better. It makes the coaching staff better. It makes the trainers better, okay? It makes the people who just pack up the equipment and put it on the bus or the plane. It makes those better. It makes every single person better, okay? Because now this team will be able to get back to what their true identity is. They get their true playmaker is. And what Trent Williams said, he said that this offense is essentially tailor-made for what Christian McCaffrey does. And when you remove that piece, it's obviously going to devastate you and cause you a lot of issues. That's just the reality. So to get Christian McCaffrey back on this team is going to be massive. So the skepticism around what they'll be able to do is just mind-blowing to me at this point. I mean, it really, really is. I can't make sense of it. I mean, the fact that they think that this team is just not going to be legit. If you want to question, will they be able to be as dominant as they were in years past? I think that's totally fair, right? Because now Ayuk is down, right? They do have some of these other issues that they're facing, a weaker defense. So I think that's a fair conversation to have. But this kind of unconditional doubt of the 49ers, it just doesn't make sense to me. Or this idea that adding Christian McCaffrey isn't absolutely earth-shattering for the 49ers. And I don't know if it's going to be earth-shattering right away for the Bucs because he's got to get situated. He hasn't played football in a long time right now. And the rest of his team is playing, at a different rate than him because he's going to be rusty. He's going to be deconditioned while everyone else is not rusty, not deconditioned. So it's going to be, out of sync for a second. So he might not have this immediate instant, game one, let's go impact. But obviously once he gets settled, once he gets his legs under, from him and he trusts his body, feels good, feels healthy, and he'll be back to being an absolute beast. So it's just the doubt around this whole thing is just kind of crazy. Honestly, just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. But those are just my thoughts. I'd absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think about Christian McCaffrey coming back to the 49ers? Do you think that this will make the 49ers back in contention? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions. Let's get in some fights. But ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I'd absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to, something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.